say about being disciplined and executing at a high level?
Oh, no, no, no. The key word right here for New York Knicks fans from me is I'm sorry. I was wrong. I was seduced by the Philly Game 7 special. I thought that maybe on paper they had more talent. No, no, no. I will have to bow down to this game changer, big body Brunson, because over the last 3 games, he's averaged 30 on 62% shooting, and he does his damage off of the dribble. Great screen by Josh Hart, and there it gets to where he was hotter than anyone else on the floor in New York. He had 27 points in the first half, and guess what? This is what I like, the unselfish nature of this Knicks squad right now. Cat knows he's cooking. He gets the ball. He doesn't even look at the rim. He gives it back to Brunson. Brunson, once again, gets to his mid-range. He is lethal off the dribble. This right here, I will never, never bet against this guy and this squad again, at least when it comes to the Eastern Conference, because they are dominant, and so is he. Jalen Brunson shot 6 for 7 on pull-ups when driving. 6, 7. You're right, I should have done that. His 12 points scored on those shots are the second most in any game of his career, regular season or playoffs. I learned my lesson. New York, stand up.
So, Brian, what have the Knicks figured out during this stretch?
Well, they've just played such clean execution on offense, and it's just led to great. Look, when you get hot, you get hot. But they had a really good game plan, and this one, they went after. That has been the case since he's been in his career. But the Knicks had a purpose. Now, here he is. It's his classic drop coverage, all right? So he's going to drop back. He gets caught in no man's land. Mitch gets behind him. After that happens, now he's going to be very, very wary of Mitch. He's going to stick with him. He's going to say, oh, man, I don't want Mitch to go back to the rim again. I'm going to go with him this time. And then he gives up a straight line drive to the rim. Look, it's one thing to have this in your lineup. It's a basic pick and pop. Joel is slow to recover because he's been getting beat up drives. Look, it's one thing to have this in your offense. This is not like next level stuff. But getting it, having it cleanly run and executed is the pathway to getting quality offense in the postseason. That's what the Knicks did.
And speaking of quality offense, the hub of their offense has been Carl Anthony Towns. And on that breakdown I showed that on some plays he didn't even look at the basket because he was feeding the guy that had the hot hand in Jalen Brunson. But his playmaking, you have to appreciate and give attention to this, because this is a part of this game that I don't think many people give him enough credit. Over the last 4 games, he's had at least 6 assists. And I believe in that span, right, he had 2 triple-doubles? Was it left 4 or so? Yeah. So, oh, yeah, exactly. He had 2 triple-doubles.
He's never had a playoff game with more than 5 assists. He's had 6 for 4 games in a row.
Yeah, that's the longest streak. And so finally, I'm glad sometimes you have to go through it to get to it. They went through a very difficult loss in the first round series versus the Atlanta Hawks, and they made the requisite adjustments. And right now, this is the best version of the New York Knicks that I have seen in a very long time, at least within the last 2 years.
One thing that happened in this game, other than the Knicks did, Tyrese Maxey, we have not said his name. We've been talking about this game for most of the show. We have not said Tyrese Maxey's name once. That's not going to get it done. He only took 9 shots in like 27, 28 minutes. They need him to be a bigger factor. I kind of feel like with Embiid being so hot these last 3 games, all of the Philly guards, not just Maxey, were kind of looking to get Embiid going. And their game plan, I think, was to get the Knicks into foul trouble, so it did kind of work, but it took Maxey out. Maxey needs to get back to being the ball-dominant player that he's been so effective against the Knicks.
We'll see if the Sixers can bounce back. Now, let's get everybody ready, because it's time for WNBA today. We're only 3 days away from opening night. Sticking in New York, where Sabrina Ionescu is expected to miss at least 2 weeks after rolling her left ankle in the preseason game versus the Sun today. How big of a blow is this for the Liberty early on?
Yeah, this is a good blow for the New York Liberty, but I do think that getting Sasha Sabi is actually going to help them in this time frame, because Brianna Stewart and Satu, they all can bring the ball, they all can dribble, but they will need their point guard. She's someone who has paced the WNBA and made threes the last 5 or so years, and so getting Sabrina back healthy will be important, but take your time. It's still just the beginning of the season.
Now on to Chicago, where the Skywave college star Haley Van Lith and signed Natasha Cloud. Janae, what do you make of the moves they've made?
Man, I wish Haley Van Lith still has a spot in the WNBA, but still I understand bringing in Natasha Cloud. She is a fierce competitor, she's a champion, and she plays at a high level on both ends of the floor. Watch the Chicago Sky adding Skylar Diggins, adding Rakia Jackson. They have a number of veterans. It looks like they're in win now mode, especially picking up someone that a lot of people were excited to see signed to the Chicago Stats.
And lastly, some news this morning. Former #1 pick in 2012 MVP Tina Charles announced today that she's calling it a career. Today, what legacy is the legend TC leaving behind?
Post-game, legendary. She finished #1 all-time in the WNBA in rebounds, #2 in scoring. She was hard to guard, and I have personal ties to her because when she went to New York, that's how I got to Connecticut. We've always been attached to it with our stories. And Tina, you have been a sensational player. The W etched all over the record books.
The WNBA begins their 30th season Friday night and on Saturday afternoon on ABC and the ESPN app. Caitlin Clark and the Fever host Paige Beckers and AZ Bud. Wings at 1 Eastern, then Asia Wilson and the defending champion Aces host Alyssa Thomas and the Mercury in the finals rematch. Coverage tips with the WNBA countdown at 12:30 live.
We'll be there.
Indeed. Coming up on NBA Today, Luka may already be ruled out for tonight's game 1, but what is the possibility of plays from the conference series? What's better than Mitchell tells his latest edition of his diary with NCAA for the guys who can. But people believe whether they don't believe in the Cavs or not. More with NBA Today.
Let's go back 6 years ago.
Happy birthday.
series in the conference semifinals, and none of those series went 7 games.
Wow.
LeBron's last loss in the second round was an infamous one in 2010 to the Boston Celtics right before he, quote-unquote, took his talents to South Beach.
Oh, wow.
Tonight will be LeBron's 81st game in the conference series.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. On the banks of the Olentangy, as we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the ground with the back. Runs through the tackle. A collision. He stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass to take the play.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Trying play action. There's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face 3rd down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches from the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position on your first incompletion.
adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
No
Just
way.
slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. The kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
The Buckeyes want to move quickly. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball, no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Say It. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Just outside the red zone, they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll run play action. And it's caught for the 2, and they have an 8-0 lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the 1st half, going for the onside
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, and that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's caught inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Longhorns have taken it inside the 20. He wants to change this route. They're going to run it to the right. Got enough space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground. And that is beautiful defense, timing up the blitz, getting in the backfield, and not just getting there, laying the big lick.
I think that ball carrier, his eyes were like saucers on that one. He knew he was running that thing right into the teeth of it.
Man, what?
He's looking to go on. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's at the 50. At the 30. Past the 20. Inside the... And he's going to roll all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There it is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Caught. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Longhorns racing to the line in a hurry up. Going to take a shot on second and short.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete. We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running more, throwing it in the second half, throwing it specifically. I think they need to find a better rhythm. They got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Throws toward the end zone. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really